On April 3rd, 2026, the skies over western Iran were calm until they were suddenly torn apart by a blinding streak of light as a U.S. Air Force F-15E Strike Eagle was hit by a surface-to-air missile and erupted into flames mid-air. Within seconds, the multi-million-dollar fighter jet turned into a fireball, plunging toward the Allard, forcing the two pilots to eject with no other choice left. As their parachutes deployed high above, all sound seemed to vanish. No engines, no radio communication, only the howling wind and hostile territory stretching endlessly below. The first pilot hit the ground hard, rolling several times across the dry, unforgiving terrain.
Mayday, Mayday! This is Eagle 1. I'm alive, no injuries. Requesting extraction.
The moment he got to his feet, he activated his survival beacon, sending out a weak signal. Thousands of kilometers away, a U.S. command center received the signal and almost instantly ordered a search and rescue operation. No hesitation, no room for error, because every passing second increased the risk of the pilot being captured alive. Within moments, an entire war machine was set into motion. Reconnaissance aircraft swept the area. Rescue helicopters prepared to penetrate deep into Iranian airspace. Meanwhile, Iranian forces reacted just as quickly. Ground units were deployed, roads were sealed off, and search teams spread out, because they knew capturing a U.S. pilot alive could become a major turning point in the conflict. On the ground, the pilot did not remain at the crash site. He kept moving, using rough terrain, rock crevices, and natural cover to stay hidden. He understood that being spotted, or worse, captured, would be a disaster not just for him, but for the United States. Time moved painfully slow. Every small sound could be a threat. After several hours, weakened by injuries, exhaustion began to take hold. This was desert terrain. He knew the night would be brutally cold. He quickly found shelter in a narrow rock crevice. But by now, Iranian forces were tightening the perimeter. They knew he was somewhere nearby. The pilot, exhausted and injured, was running out of strength. He made one final attempt to send a signal, knowing it could also expose his position. Then, slowly, he drifted into unconsciousness, until, from the distance, the faint sound of rotor blades echoed through the air. But he had no way of knowing whether it was rescue or capture. Above, U.S. aircraft had already taken position, controlling the entire airspace and ready to eliminate any threat. But the moment it approached, heavy ground fire erupted. One helicopter was hit, but continued the mission. No one turned back, because they all knew the man on the ground had only one chance. Below, Iranian forces engaged in intense combat. The pilot realized this was the moment, now or never. He pulled out a flare and ignited it, revealing his position. The rescue team saw him and immediately launched a full assault on the Iranian forces below. The helicopter touched down. Doors burst open. Rescue troops rushed out, locating the pilot within seconds. He was found lightly wounded but conscious. There was no time for procedure. They pulled him aboard instantly and lifted off under a storm of gunfire from below. Just minutes after takeoff, they were out of the danger zone. From the moment the aircraft was shot down to the successful rescue, the entire operation lasted only a few intense hours. The first pilot made it back safely, but the mission was far from over, because somewhere in the cold, unforgiving mountains of Iran, the second pilot was still missing. And the next mission would be far more dangerous.